Hello guys, welcome again. So new live stream. So let's talk about Bitcoin and well, actually, what is going on right now with the markets and actually something a few days ago, I think yesterday, right, happened something like I was not expecting to see something like when Donald Trump released a meme coin. Actually, this is very interesting because now people are so bullish they are thinking to the moon, right? Because Donald Trump is supporting cryptocurrencies and well, actually, let's see if the chart actually is in the same page. Let's see if actually Bitcoin is gonna pump because Donald Trump is um, supporting right now Bitcoin and all the crypto. So let's see. Okay. So first of all, not financial advice. If you are gonna trade or you are gonna buy meme coins and that kind of stuff, because you know, right? Let's make the meme coins great again. So it's up to you, right? For me, it's not my game. So this is not the channel you wanna see. If you want to know more about meme coins, well, maybe I don't know. It's a little bit different. So let's talk about Bitcoin and what is going on right now here. Well, as you can see here, I have some announcements first. I want to show you the website of the official website of this channel and also new indicators. So before I start with the technical analysis, I think it's better if I show you the website, what you can do, how you can actually join to the community there, and actually some also some benefits as well, and plus um, some indicators actually you can actually use um, for trading if actually you want to do that. Let me show you here. First of all, let me change here the screen. Yep. Let me show you here. Yeah. And here is the website. As you can see here, we have. I released this website I think a few days ago, and as you can see here, the idea of this website is I'm gonna start sharing all the articles about my system of trading, about technical analysis, because I realize I have a lot of information. I have a lot of notes and also the Discord, and everything is just a mess, right? So I want to organize everything, and also I want to uh, create something different. I want to share, actually, I want to show you here. I created a trading journal here where you can actually see my executions in short term, 4 hour chart maximum, sometimes one day. But as you can see here, if you are actually trading and you want to know how actually a trading journal actually is looking, or you want to see my performance in the markets, you can see here. Of course, I said to you before, I take losses, same as you, right? So that's why, um, for example, I started this account with $2,000 in December 16, I think. Yes, last year, 16, yes. And as you can see here, I was down like around $200 for a few days, and after that, actually, is pumping right now. I'm pumping right my account step by step, right? But of course, I take losses, right? Same as you. And here, the idea of this trading journal, you can actually watch my trades and you can understand. It's very important. You are gonna take this seriously, right? You are a trader, right? Actually want to be a trader. You must have something like this, right? You need to know yourself. So, for example, in this case, my win rate is 46%. Maybe it's not very good, right? But why, if my win rate is not good, why actually I'm making money, right? For example, last month I made like almost $1,000. Right now, it's around $200. And the reason is simple, is because even if I have more losses, for example, right now than wins, my risk management is much better. So that's why, if I show you here the second section here, you will see the wins I have here, but actually the losses is no more than the maximum, almost $300 the losses, but no more than that. As you can see, always risk management is very important. And also, as you can see here, my wins actually are, I mean, the wins actually are bigger. For example, here almost $900, $500, $400. As you can see here, as long as you have your wins are actually are bigger, the profit you are making, well, and your losses are small, yeah, I think you will make it, even if your system maybe is not perfect. And actually, there is no perfect system, right? So that's why be careful with this, because you see many indicators, right, on trading view saying, the win rate is 70%, 80%. Oh, you see that, well, is not telling you the full picture. As you can see here, for example, I am trading just Bitcoin here, and here is total profits and total losses. As you can see here, total profits is actually increasing, and my losses here are actually increasing. Well, this chart is telling me I have to be careful with my risk management, because the last 2-3 trades I lost. I got stopped like 2 times, so that's why, because of that, I am getting this chart actually is my losses are actually worse. That's I have to keep improving this, right? And my win rate is the same thing, as you can see here. I started in 16 last year, 16 December 16, in loss. I was losing, right? But as you can see here, over time, right? And now here we are in the middle, 50-50, right? So that's why, um, because my trading system is around, in 4 hours, around 50-60% win rate, and the profit factor is actually quite good. That's why I'm expecting over time you will see the win rate higher, and losses, the loss rate, the curve actually is gonna be even lower. So as you can see here, the profit factor actually is very important. It doesn't matter if your strategy actually is looking good with your win rate, or even you are doing risk management, but if your profit factor is not very good, well, you will have a problem in the long term. The idea is like you need to find a strategy like over time, right? You can make money, just not just sometimes, right? So that's the problem with many indicators on TradingView. That's the problem with many strategies, like many YouTubers. They are making just few bucks, and or maybe they have a very good trade, but they lost maybe 10 times very often, right? So that's why they cannot be consistent. Here in this business, you want to be consistent, right? You want to make maybe not all like 100%, 200%, like many people they are like dreaming, but over time you will actually make it because you are consistent. As you can see here, and now here the full picture here is this actually section is showing me the equity curve. As you can see here, we have the losses here and the wins, and also the total profit losses here, as you can see here, right? And also my win rate. I need to update this information. And no, I think actually it's updated, because in total, actually, plus my capital, because I started with $2,000, plus the moment the profits I'm making right now, all together, I am up right now around 60%. So in 1 month, actually, it's very good, very good, because usually traders just, I mean, even myself, a long time ago, right? They made like maybe 10%, 20% per month, and actually it's very bad, right? But in this case, I am not saying it's gonna happen. It's gonna be the same time, the same win rate or the same PNL every month. But I think as long as it's consistent, I am hoping maybe to finish this next year. I mean, in December. Let's see, because it's an experiment. The idea of this trading journal is I wanted to show you like $2,000 how actually I started $2,000, and maybe in December this year, well, what is going to be the final result? It's the first time actually I am doing this like in public, so it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting. Now the second thing here is like if you join to the website and you create a new account, I'm going to start explaining the my trading system. For example, here just is the introduction here. As you can see here, the introduction, I am explaining the components of my system, why actually I believe I designed this system, and why actually it's very important to focus in the real life. Like we have kids, we have family, we have to work, we have many things to do, right? We cannot just be here in the computer, right? Just watching the charts all the time. It's very stressful. So that's why I decided not to because I started like maybe many of you like watching just 5 minute chart. I was trying to be a scalper, but I realized I will just damage myself if I continue doing that. So that's why I decided to just calm down, and well, sync trading actually is much better in the long term, of course. As you can see here, this is not my information. And you can see on internet, like there are many systems, they offer you like 40% win rate. I mean, it could be actually good if you have a very good risk management. But my system of trading in overall in higher time frames, like 1 day chart or weekly chart, is between 65 and 70%. I am not saying it's the best. Of course not. It's not the best because I take losses, right? As I told you many times. But overall, in the long term, actually, that is something I was looking for. Something like actually is making profits over time. Yeah. Of course, as you follow the rules, everything should be fine, right? Because this approved system, it's a proven system like I built long time ago. So I'm actually improving even more right now the system. So what is next? I'm gonna explain in the big picture, right? All the components here. And so when you have questions about the system, you don't have of course we have the Discord, right? But also you have this resort, this place right now. You can come here anytime and you can actually read the documentation, read the articles, because actually I'm going to explain all indicators, all the technicals, how to read them, and all the things there, because I have a lot of notes. I have a mess actually. So that's why I want to put everything in one, just in one place, also for myself, because well, there are many things I want to check or double check. I can come here and see the information. Okay, and also one more thing. This year is gonna be different. The channel is gonna take a different direction. Where actually is when I started this, it was more like a hobby, more like I feel like lonely because just trading is very like well, it's very lonely, right? You talk with people about trading, people think you are gambler, right? So this year, first I'll thank you for all your support, guys. But this year, actually, I'm gonna change a little bit the direction, where it's gonna be more like I don't want to say like a business. No, it's more like a more formal. Because I think I was talking with one of my friends, and he said, "Oh well, many guys they are actually doing just sharing garbage on Twitter and social media, and you actually trying to help people, and why you are not actually uh, taking more seriously, right?" And I said, "Well, it's because I don't need it. I am actually trading, yes, but actually he was right." So that's why I decided to do something like this. Let me explain. Um, I'm gonna create a training course here of step by step, right? I will do that. I will write blogs and everything about trading, but all of them they will be actually free. But there is a catch, right? There is a catch. The condition is I need to maintain this. I need your support, right? Because I don't have, for me, it's an extra work, right? And just for me, it's just easy just to just sit and just trade. That's all. But in order to continue with this project, I need your help. And how? Well, there are two ways. Right now with Patreon, right? But the new way, right, is if you actually trade. For now, it's bluffing exchange, right? But I was talking with them, but I will add more exchanges like BitGet or Binance. Yeah. But the idea is this: you create an account here with, in this case, with Bluffin exchange, and all the fees, right? You are actually winning because we have to trade, right? We have to trade, and all of us we pay fees, right? Every time when we open a trade, we close the trade, whatever, right? So if you trade with this account, you create an account with my link, and it's an you will actually support this channel because the fees, percent of your fees will go to support this channel. Okay. So that's why I wanted to be honest with you. So that's why if you help me by doing that, you don't have to the content is gonna be free for you because I didn't want to charge or ask for money more like yeah, I'm gonna create a course, a training course or whatever, and you have to pay for this. No. I mean, I think we are paying enough with a lot of fees we are paying in exchanges. So that's why I wanted to give you back something in exchange, right? So that's why if you want me to support in that way, it's going to be actually very good. Or if you want to do that on Patreon, yeah, totally fine. It's up to you, right? Because this is optional. It's just I am offering different ways to do that. So in overtime, you will see here more information here, like for example, the trading system and courses, articles, videos, and so on. Okay, so please just give me some time. Okay, now let's talk about Bitcoin and also the new indicators. Before of Bitcoin, before I have new indicators, I wanted to show you. I started the research of this the indicator, sorry, last summer. So because I wanted to release actually the indicators this month, and actually I'm very happy with the results because let me show you here. Let me show you here. First of all, we have the new version of curve. As you can see here, this indicator is almost the same, right? The curve, right? But the difference here is, let me show you here. We have new things here, new features. We have this info table. What is this info table? Well, first of all, we need to understand the bands. Uh, the bands here are actually the probability, like historically speaking, right? Where actually usually a curve reverse the trend. For example, in this case, the average size of the curve is this one, right? And to the upside here is around here. But many times Bitcoin actually, curve for Bitcoin found here the reversal here. And when is around here, this area is actually, if we see here the statistics here, is around 90% of all the time here, every time when Bitcoin, or in this case Bitcoin, right, it could be any asset, is around this area, is we will see a sell signal. And actually this is very powerful. Why? Because if we just trade, for example, right, only in this area, right, only in this area, let me show you here, only in this area, we, for example, open shorts or we sell, right, only when the curve is in this area, or we buy when Bitcoin, or sorry, curve is in this area. Yeah, let me change the color here to green here. Yeah, that means that we have a very high probability to see a bounce. In this case, a bounce, in this case, a sell. As you can see here, we just follow it. Of course, we will get less signals, but the quality of the signals will be much, much, much better. So that's why it's very powerful here. Very, very powerful. I really love it. When I did the back testing, the original indicator without the probability, the bands, and all this information, it was around 35%. After I use only the bands here, and I only just trade using following this principle, just selling here in this area, or selling here or buying in this area. The indicator itself, the back testing result was impressive, around 50%, around 60%. Actually, it was actually awesome. So that's why now it's actually on TradingView. You can access. It's not. I will be honest with you. This is not free. You will have to maybe support the channel with Patreon, or maybe join. You can join with Bluffing Exchange. You will get access to this indicator. Please just send a request in the Discord channel, and just I will give you access to this indicator. Now let's continue with the next one. The next one here is the volume force index. This version is the advanced volume force index. I released an open source version. This open source version has the fundamentals, right? But this one actually is ready, like, for production, right? It's actually well tested. I tested this indicator around for 5 months now, and actually the results are awesome. Actually. Let me show you why. For example, here in weekly chart, as you can see here, if we have here this you see the green dots right here, the green dots. We can actually catch we could catch actually the moments when the volume is increasing. The volume is increasing, as you can see here, is increasing, but the price was decreasing. So it's very easy to see, like, actually there is a Bollinger variance here, Bollinger variance forming here, right? So from this point and this point, let me just show you. Just give me just one moment, please. One moment. Amazon, just give me 1 second. guys. Sorry. Okay, so let's continue with the indicators. Okay, so as you can see here, in this case, right, in 2021, 2022, right, Bitcoin was dropping, was around 19K, and as you can see here, when we got this, the green dots is telling me actually the volume is coming to the market. The volume is actually here. And well, of course, because it's weekly chart, it's gonna take some time, right? And as you can see here, Bitcoin is just decreasing the price. But also, one more thing you can see in this indicator is the volatility. Volatility is actually blue. Here we can expect some weeks of consolidation here because the volatility is very low. And finally, here with curve, as you can see here, we have here the bullish divergence forming here. But not just only that, we curve tested here. Here it is the most probable band here around here, and when we see here this curve around this area, we can expect around 90% of probabilities actually will reverse the trend. You see, more information, more data, more about probabilities. It's not just guessing. Actually, we can actually see the probabilities here. 90% testing here with buy signal here, volume coming here. Of course, is actually a very strong indication. Like in some point, not that moment because it's weekly chart. In the following months, potentially Bitcoin will just reverse the trend. And as you can see here, well, very good actually, from 16, 17K to 20K, $37,000. Now, this indicator actually is very powerful because when you see this kind of, you can say they are fake signals. Actually, no, they are not fake signals. This is telling you the market is in sideways. This is telling you the market is in sideways. Usually it's in the middle here. It's in the middle. And something very important about this indicator. When the market actually is in sideways, it's still in sideways here, as you can see here, the market is not moving. You see, it's not moving, but the trend was broken here in volume first. And that actually is something impressive. Actually, it's very good because by doing this, we can actually do something like this. For example, the market is in sideways here, right? It's in sideways here, right? But the trend actually is broken here in volume right now here, in volume here, yeah. So this is telling me even weeks before, 1 month before, finally the trend is about to start. Plus volatility is very low, and after that, finally we have here, because we have a buy signal here right now, we have a buy signal in weekly chart. We can say, okay, looks like it's gonna be to the upside. You see. And as you can see, after that, we got the buy signal here in curve, and well, we have continuation, you see, to the upside. And finally here we got actually the confirmation we wanted here. Not perfect, right? Because it's a delay indicator, but the confirmation is the volume actually is coming to the markets. So we can hold, and not just only hold here, we can actually say, you know what, curve is showing a sell signal here, but the volume is very healthy here. We don't have bearish divergence. And because this indicator, volume force index, is the lead indicator of the system, we can say, okay, there is a very high probability this signal here is going to be fake. And as you can see here, actually was correct, you see. So right now here we are here. So in 2023, 2024, the price action here, Bitcoin tested the MA55. Also we have a buy signal here in curve. Plus we have actually volatility super contracted here, explosive move is coming here, and also buy signal here with the green dots, as you can see here. Now, what is happening here? Okay, this is to the upside, but what about to the downside? Actually, it's very impressive as well, because let me show you here. In 2021, Bitcoin actually, remember what I said to you a long time ago, right? Bitcoin actually will print as a better appearance here. And here, right, with my previous indicator loss, right, we couldn't see actually very clear the volume, right, forming the better appearance. With this indicator, actually, it's very impressive, like very clean, right? Same as curve. Remember, BF volume force index is actually not about the momentum like curve, is about the volume, right? The volume, because the theory is like the 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 price, the volume will follow the price. So that's why you have to be both the momentum and also the price and also the volume must be in the same page. As you can see here, we have a better variance in price, we have in momentum and also in volume. So of course you will not catch the tops here or the bottom. You will catch the momentum, the trends when the volume actually is coming here. So uh, with this, you can actually see the better variance, and after that we got a sell signal here, and finally we can see this reversal here. Okay, in that moment, people will thinking, oh, you know what? Another test of 55 is to the upside because the trend is your friend until the end. Yes, actually, technically is correct, but the volume is telling us, you know what? No, this is not actually true because we have a sell signal here around 50K. So from there, we can expect that at least 3-4 months, well, dropping here, right? And as you can see here, was very, very, very clean, the sell signal here. And also here in 2024, in April, yes, in March, we got another sell signal here from 70K. And as you can see here, after this signal, we got this crash all the way down to 50K, right? So in combination here, as you can see here, only I have two indicators right now, is curve and also the volume force index. So the principles are the same. The MA55 is going to be used exactly the same thing, right? It's the same thing. The only difference is now we have more data. We have better tools to actually work with our technical analysis. And also you can actually do that in the monthly as well. The monthly chart, as you can see, beautiful, beautiful buy signals here. In the monthly here, we have a buy signal here in 2015, in 2020, and also 2023. All of them without fake signals, as you can see here, right? And sell signals as well without actually fake signals. Fake signal, sell signal here, as you can see here. Actually, we got the sell signal even better, even before here, but the confirmation was here. And as you can see here, sell signal very good. And also here we have another sell signal here around 50K, around here, around 50K, something like that. 40, 50K, Bitcoin crash around 20K. Of course, the signals are delayed, right? Because it's a monthly, right? You need to combine 1-day chart, weekly chart, well, all the things we talked before about it, right? So right now here, we will see very, very soon, maybe this month, maybe next month, I am expecting to see a sell signal here in the monthly. Okay, but well, that is actually part of the technical analysis. For now, I am showing you how powerful they are. And let me show you the 1-day chart. 1-day chart actually is very impressive. Right now here, for example, in the last move here, from in the breakout here, from 70K to 100K, let me show you here. We got here the buy signal here, right? The dots, and also the volume, right, is above the zero line here. This line is not just volatility. It's actually similar as loss, like the previous indicator. The zero line is actually support or resistance. So even if we got a sell signal here in curve, we here we can say, okay, the volume is still above the zero line, so we can say, oh well, is this healthy? Yes, is this healthy? Yes. So there is a very high probability this sell signal is gonna be a fake. When I say fake, is because I have two components. First of all, the price is about MA55, right? So it's just a pullback. I have to buy because it's a pullback, right? Not like crash. Second thing here, volatility is super low here, and also volume is very healthy. So the best way of trading this is just keeping your positions open. For example, in this case, right now we have a buy signal here, right? We have a buy signal here. The volume is coming to the sell line here, so we can expect some kind of support, right? And after that, as long as the volume is healthy here above the sell line, we hold the position, right? Waiting for this, waiting for maybe a better divergence, maybe waiting for this point, like maybe the volume is breaking, right? Breaking down the sell line here, or maybe a sell signal, but the hill should be very high, right? So there are different components, right? How we can actually close the position. In this case, As you can see here, the setup actually was very good. And now let's talk about the recent price action here. In the recent price action right now, we got a buy signal here, right? A buy signal here, and also here when the MI55 was tested here, and we got this bounce here, and after that a drop. But let me show you something. In volume, actually didn't change. It's just actually the green dots are even more present, as you can see here. So that's why before I didn't know this. I didn't see this information with the previous indicator. That's why I was looking for a breakdown here. So because loss was telling me, well, the volume is not very healthy. I didn't have this kind of signal telling me, no, actually, yes, it's very low the volume, but actually it's coming little by little, but it's coming to the markets. So that's why this is the reason why the sell signal here in curve was actually fake. Okay, so now as you can see here, you can access to my new indicators. I'm gonna actually publish a new template of TradingView. I'm gonna publish this template. You will find this template in my website. So you can go to my website and you can actually copy that template and you will get the same setup as you can see here, the same setup here. Okay, now thank you. Thank you. Now let's continue. Let's start with the technical analysis for Bitcoin. Let's talk about the meme coins and well altcoins and the stock market, because actually my system, of course, you can use it. You can use my system in the stock market as well, as long as you have the volume, right? So let's continue. Let's continue. Let's start with Bitcoin in 1-day chart. As you can see here, right now here, Bitcoin is actually quite healthy, right? Not yet. Actually, in the morning was printing like a sell signal here. What I'm expecting to see right now here, because it's very close to the median, right, the average right here, I am expecting to see something like this, like a sell signal here. So this is actually the time to start looking for shorts. Well, actually, it's a little bit late right now because Bitcoin is in sideways. The fact is Bitcoin is in sideways. People were calling new ATA. Honestly, I don't think so here. I think it's just Bitcoin is gonna be in sideways because we have a sell signal in the monthly and also we have a sell signal in weekly chart. So what I'm looking right now, what I'm expecting to see right now for Bitcoin and is something like this, right? Sideways here, right? And well, let's see if I am correct. I am in short right now. I open my short around $105,000. I close my long-term my long-term position here around 107,000 because yesterday looks like Bitcoin wanted to test. Actually, yes, actually tested around or $106,000, very close, right? So that's why I decided to take some profits here. But let's see if in some point I can actually keep my position open, because yeah, I want to open a swing short. But let's see. As you can see here right now, here we have here the 1-day chart is showing me like potentially around this area, right? A little bit more, maybe 1 day more here. We will see a continuation to the downside. Now, the thing here, like now with this new information, is I need to see the red dot here or the slope getting negative here to confirm like actually the volume is coming down. And of course, if that I see this signal, something like this, right, I will be more confident to keep my position, my short open, looking for $95,000. Now, what I am using right now, why I enter here around 100,000 around this area, I use a 4-hour chart. Let me show you why. Because here we got better variance here. We got a better variance, as you can see here, or like 3 strikes of better variance here. And also I saw the volume here actually was failing with sell signals here in in this indicator. So my target usually in 4-hour chart is MI55. As you can see here, it's testing 100. That's why I said in my private channels, 100K is the first level. But there is a catch here. I am using 4-hour chart as a trigger for a higher time frame. Let me show you here. 12-hour chart actually is printing a sell signal here. I think today we will get this confirmation. But now with this new information, in 12-hour chart is actually forming in volume a range. As you can see here, we have here in volume here, we have a range between the seller line here and also minus 25. As long as the volume in 12-hour chart is in sideways here, I am not expecting a breakout. Okay, I am not expecting a breakout. So what I'm expecting to see today and tomorrow is a sell signal here also as well in 12-hour chart, and that is gonna support uh, my projections to the downside. So right now here, I'm still in short right now. I am still in short around $105,000, 200 around there. Yeah, and I will put if everything is correct, right, in the next 40 hours, I will get the confirmation. I'm planning to close my position potentially around between 94 and 95k, and even why not, maybe 92k. It will be awesome, because the reality here, Bitcoin is in sideways here. It's in sideways here, where the bottom or the support area is this area, and the resistance is this area. Okay, so right now we are playing like ping pong again, but honestly, I don't think Bitcoin will be here much longer. I think Bitcoin in some point is gonna break, and honestly, I am still thinking it's gonna break down. I mean, to the downside, it's gonna break down. We will not see like 120k or 150k. And the reason why I'm saying this is because if we go to weekly chart here, weekly chart, let me show you here. We have here a sell signal here, but remember, usually when you see now with the new information, right, when the curve is around this area, 100% of all the times, actually we saw reversal, 100% according to the historical data. Okay, so that's why I am pretty confident right now with the sell signals. Of course, I am taking long positions, right, but I am more the side I'm taking in the long term is more to the downside. Plus, we have a better divergence, right? We have a better divergence here, right? A better divergence here. Let me show you here a better divergence. Something like this, yeah. And also the price is like this, right? It's doing something like this. Now, there is a good news. There are good news here. Now this indicator is telling me, okay, the momentum is to the upside here. Is to the upside. There is a very good probability, like if we see a drop like around the MA55, potentially we could see a bounce. We could see a bounce as long as the volume is healthy here, and I don't see signals like this one, here. I think eventually we will see it, but the fact is Bitcoin actually is trending. It's trending, and the volume is still healthy. So that's why it's gonna take a long time. So there is a probability, like actually the bear market is not here. Yes, based on the new information, there's a probability, but we will know that after we see the test, because I would like to see the test of this region around $75,000. And if we see this test, but the volume is still healthy, potentially, yeah, it could be a good sign, like actually the bull market is going to continue in weekly chart. Yeah, but let's talk about the monthly chart. Let's talk about the monthly here, because the monthly is in just in 1 week. The close here, historically speaking, we don't need I don't need this information, like a table with the statistics here, to see, like, historically speaking, as you can see here, the last area where Bitcoin entered in the bear market it was above around 35 points, around here, right? Around here, 35 points. Above there is a danger zone. All of this area is danger zone. So based on the monthly, Bitcoin is gonna enter very soon, maybe March, February, around there. This year, yeah, this year is gonna enter in actually in a bear market. Okay, so that's why the answer is the question. The question is because Donald Trump is gonna support cryptocurrencies and all of us we are gonna be millionaire. I don't think so. Actually, I think Bitcoin is just gonna crash. Yeah, this year. Maybe not like super bad, but yeah, it's gonna crash. As I said before, I'm still thinking around 50k, but actually more. But yeah, as you can see here, we are in a danger zone here. We are in a danger zone right now here. It's gonna take a couple months, right? But eventually, I'm expecting to see actually a major correction. Okay, so now let's talk about the 4-hour chart, because maybe you want to trade again, right? As I said before, in 4-hour chart we don't have a buy signal here. I will be careful here because in 12-hour chart Bitcoin is printing sell signals, and also on the chart, if we see this, we will see a sell signal here. So I strongly suggest think like this market is right now. This is sideways. Okay, we are in sideways, where the top is this one, right, and the bottom is this area. Okay, you are gonna take a long position here because, well, it's testing the MI55. You need to study first, like you need to understand like we are in sideways market. It's not trending. That's the point. It's not trending. There is no trend. So there is a very high probability you will see, we could see in the next 40 hours something like this, a red candle testing again the lows of the support. So invalidations, well, it's very simple, right? If we see the 4-hour chart holding here, like the MI55 holding for more time, and you see a buy signal here again, one moment, you see a buy signal here, like it's in sideways here, and you see a buy signal here maybe in the next 24 hours, potentially we can expect another bounce. But even if this bounce is even higher, like a new ATA, for example, is gonna be a sell opportunity because we will see a better surprise here, something like this, okay? And the momentum in when the chart is not the best. So that's why I am trading this market right now like a sideways market. Yeah, where I am just shorting the top, buying the bottom, right? Thanks to the new information I got from this indicator, actually is very good. In 12-hour chart, as you can see here, is in sideways here, looking for actually rejection, testing again this area. Let's see if I am correct. So my arrow here, usually I like to set to put arrows right here. So it's like this. It's like this. Okay. Okay. I finished my technical analysis for Bitcoin, and let's continue with some altcoins on the stock market. Let's see. Let's talk about Solana first, because now Solana is the new thing. But honestly, I don't think so. I think it's just gonna be a fake. It's a fake out. But as you can see here, actually, it's getting rejected. Let me show you why. The reason is very simple, because we have a better variance here forming, as you can see here, massive better variance here, and also in the 1-day chart, the volume, yes, is increasing, but it's not like awesome, super good. And the biggest reason is because we have even a stronger better variance right now. You see, now the better variance even is stronger right now, because we have this massive better variance from this point around here, this point on this point, right? Something like this, right? But not just only that, we have multiple sell signals here and better variance as well here, right? So this hill and this hill. So that's why be careful if you are bullish, right, with Solana, because yeah, I mean you can make some profits, but overall the trend is your friend. Well, the signal actually is to the downside. The trend is your friend, but breaking $180,000, sorry, $180, you will see finally this breaking down. I think it's because just people are in FOMO, you know, but I think all of them they will get wrecked. Let me show you here the monthly here with Solana here. Solana, we have a sell signal here. I cannot change here the direction is to the downside. In some point, maybe this month or next month, we will see a sell signal here in volume as well. So that's what is gonna be very interesting here. Like all the market, especially I was reading X last week. I got fed up like, about it, because I don't know, too many smart people talking at the same time. But the overall sentiment is like everyone is super bullish, super bullish, looking for $1 million and looking for this and that. I understand, but I know the game, and the game is when actually you see people like that, is a time for selling, not to buy. If you want to make money in like meme coins or just hoping, where you're not a trader, and this channel is not for you, right? This channel is for someone who wants to trade and over time wants to make profits, right? Over time, right? Consistently, right? Every month, every week, right? It's the long term. It's the long term game. That is actually something I want to play, not just short term. Mhm. Okay, guys. So let's continue. Let's continue with more altcoins. If you want me to check more altcoins, please let me know in the comments. Okay. Let's talk about Cardano. As you can see here, let's talk about the weekly chart here. Weekly chart, we have a sell signal here, and also it's testing here. Well, not testing actually. Is in the second band here, right? In the second band here. So there is a very high probability this signal is not gonna be fake, and also we will see very soon a sell signal here in the volume. So finally, all this move all this move is over. All this move, I think, looks like is gonna be over very soon. Maybe next week, couple of weeks. I think is gonna take. So the direction is gonna be to the downside. It's actually to the downside. Okay, so careful here. If you are actually looking for maybe $3, $4, like many people, I think it's not the right way of thinking. Now let's talk about XRP. XRP right now is mooning right now, and as you can see here, volume is very healthy here. Something I couldn't see clearly before, and now here is is actually is impressive. This thing is actually very good. The last time when we saw this kind of pump in curve was in 2021, and the last one was in 2018. So as you can see here, is very far away from the actually the the highest probability. So what this is telling me is very dangerous, very dangerous right now buying XRP. There is a very high chance you will get wrecked if you buy XRP at $3. So the next area, maybe I don't have we don't have technically resistance right now. For me, $3 is not a resistance. The resistance was around $2. That's why I said to you, $2 is very important. If XRP holds $2, eventually we will see three. Right, as you can see right now, it's happening here. I have to say something. I was wrong about something. I said I was expecting something like this, but to be honest, I'm very happy, right? Because my technical analysis is not perfect, right? So if you are making profits with this, congratulations right now. But I have to tell you right now this: buying XRP at $3 because you are thinking it's gonna hit $20. It's up to you, but for me, it's not the best move. Okay, now let's continue. Let's continue with one more. It's not altcoin, it's the USD dominance, because USD dominance for me is very bullish, very bullish. Let me show you here. We have here a buy signal here. Actually, we have a buy signal this month, and also is testing here in this area, right? Is the area to buy, right? Usually, you following the bands is the area like actually there is a very high probability to see a reversal. The second band here we can say is around 96% of all the time when you see, in this case, USD dominance around this area with curve, there is a very 96%, historically speaking, a very high chance to see a reversal. So this is like this, right? This is like this. So that's why I am very worried. Well, honestly, not worried. I give a shit about it actually. But the thing here is like now the market is so bullish, like people said, YouTubers, this is about to start. No, actually, for me, it's the climax. Actually, we are right now very hot in the market. So this is the climax for me. So looks like between this month and next month, we will see a final buy signal here, and I will be super bullish here. I mean, that means super bearish for Bitcoin. And monthly here is actually very impressive as well. We are right now, we have a buy signal here in the monthly here, as you can see here, but and also MA55. There is no way I will be bearish here. Actually, I am looking for all the year and part of the next year, something like this. Okay, so that's why. Yeah, I'm very happy. If you are making profits, congratulations, right? But you have to learn not just how to make profits. You have to learn how to keep your profits, right? Yeah, I know many people, they made a lot of money, right, with Solana, with Cardano, with many altcoins, because there are many good opportunities, right? But they don't know, they didn't know how to keep their profits, right? That's why you have to build on a strategy, you have to follow on a strategy, you have to find a mentor, and all the things I said before, right? So that's why be careful. If you are super bullish right now, yes, you are super bullish, you are making profits. The next step is you need to learn how to keep your profits with you. Okay. Okay, now let's continue with the comments. Let's see. Okay, you wanna see total three market cap? Okay, I don't use that. That I use only total two. Well, let's see. Okay, what do you want? What you want me to see? As you can see, we have a first sell signal here in volume, right? Here we have a sell signal here. Of course, because it's the monthly, we can expect, of course, sideways, right? Sideways, and eventually a drop, as you can see here. We have this signal here. Last time we got it here, right? It was in September 2021. Around 3 months, after 3 months, finally we got this massive crash. Okay, so following the volume as a main indicator, we can imply is like this. Okay, so you are gonna get wrecked technically with Doge and many altcoins in this year. this year this year. And for me, I'm very happy because I'm getting ready. I'm getting ready. I am I am super ready because I will buy the dip, of course. Yes. Yeah. The markets, stock market and the crypto markets is the only market I know humans, right? People want to buy very expensive, right? Very interesting here. Okay, as you can see here, monthly. Let's talk about the weekly chart. We will see very soon a sell signal here. Yes, a sell signal is forming right now. All the altcoins eventually will crash. Yeah, all the altcoins. Of course, if we just will listen this one. I agree with this chart. I like this chart, and I have to tell you, it's like this, right? It's like this. Okay. Of course, this year is not gonna be something you are expecting, or many people actually are expecting, because Donald Trump won the elections and people are in FOMO. Easy targets. Easy targets actually is the best moment for actually market makers to start taking profits and, you know, take the money from retail traders. Of course, I myself, I am a retail trader, but I prefer to play the game of market makers, not the retail traders game. Okay, Dodge. Okay, right now here we have a sell signal here in weekly chart, right? In weekly chart. And also we will see very soon, not now, maybe next month, a sell signal here in the volume. So I am not saying it's gonna crash. Actually, it's looking quite healthy because, well, it's healthy. There is no better divergence. So you wanna trade this, wait for the pullback. Wait for the pullback. But the following months, you will see a drop. You will see a drop. Let's talk about the one-day chart. One-day chart here in one-day chart for Dodge, we have volume is still about the zero line. That's why we have this like choppy curve, like it's doing nothing here. So that's why it's in sideways here. It's holding MA55. So the fact here is just sideways action. There is nothing to say here. More like different. No, it's just sideways. Okay. Let's continue. No. I didn't watch the UFC. I don't watch actually UFC. Yeah, sorry. Okay, now let's continue. I think that's all, guys. That's all. That's all for today. So please remember, you have right now this my new website here. My new website. You can actually not just only you. There are two ways, right? The first way is with Patreon. The second way is with using your fees, right? You're already using your fees, right? So you can use Bluff in this case. Of course, I will add more exchanges in the future, but by doing that, you will get access for free to all the content for the website and also the Discord as well. Okay. Thank you for watching, guys. Thank you for watching. Well, one more question. Okay. How much weight or importance you put in the MI55 in your system? Because I see the unit price is about you are expecting a downside. Right. Okay. It's actually important, very very important. Good question. Let me show you the chart here. Okay, so for example, for Bitcoin right now, um, something I think maybe is a misunderstanding or is missing here is not the same to say to start watching the MI55 here, a 4-hour chart, right? Because this chart in overall, all the indicators, all the information you see here, they are is less important than 1-day chart. Okay, understand? So 4-hour chart here is this holding the MI55. Yes, you can expect maybe a bounce because it's holding the MI55. It's very important, yes, but you have to think about timing. Timing is extremely important, right? Usually for 4-hour chart is just 48 hours. 48 hours. So if Bitcoin in this case, right? Bitcoin is doing something like this, right? Let me is doing something like this, right? It's some sideways here, sideways, and you have a buy signal here, right? But it's not moving, it's still in sideways. There is a time limit. The time limit is when the curve is about to reach the center line here, yeah, right? It's like an anticipation. And after that, if you see the MI55 is holding, right, but the price is not moving, you will see continuation, right? That's why for our chart, MI55 is extremely important. Let me show you why. Here, the MI55 here was tested. The MI55 is our friend in weekly chart. Here and here and here, right? And also is our best friend. The best friend Bitcoin has right now is the is not Donald Trump, is the MI55. Yeah. Why? Because historically speaking, every time when Bitcoin is testing the MI55, right? Here is a buy, is a buy, is a buy, is a buy. You see? That's why MI55 is extremely important. But just trading just because it's testing MI55 is actually not very smart. You have to combine different rules, right? That's why I built a system where you imagine you have a checklist. Okay, in 4-hour chart, let me show you. In 4-hour chart, 4-hour chart. Okay, testing MI55, check. Okay, volume is healthy? No. Momentum is healthy? No. Entry? No, thank you. You see? Very easy. Yeah, that's why this is the easiest way how I can actually say, you know what, yeah, I will enter in long position or I will enter in short position. Okay, timing, momentum, volume, price action, mhm, all of them matters, but there is an order and I will explain that order in my website. Of course, I could be wrong. You can take whatever is useful for you, and you can discard. You can just whatever is useless for you or is not useful, just throw it away. No problem. But the thing here is like you need to understand like technical analysis, not just this indicator is to the upside. Also, timing is very important. And one more thing here is the psychology of trading is the most important thing you have to build. You don't have you're not patient, you're emotional, you are not stable in your life, you will fail eventually in trading, and not just in trading, or everything around you. That's why about psychology of trading, I will focus also in my website about psychology. It's not gonna be about technical analysis. It's the mindset you must have, and I will share what I actually is working for me. What is working for me, I will recommend some books, some authors of some books and things. This helping me to calm down, and when I see the charts, I don't have this stress. And also, it's just not about this chart; it's my life in general. I am less emotional, more stable, and actually, it's helping me a lot. Yeah. Uh, doing you are doing sports like maybe you want to you are doing the gym or that kind of things actually is much better as well. Okay, Bill, he has a question is about the stop losses for our chart, all our chart, when the chart, if you use for our chart and trigger. Okay, Bill, in the beginning, actually, I explained it how actually is working this indicator. Maybe you didn't watch that part, but I think it's gonna be useful. If after that you have more questions, just you can ask in the private channel, and I will help you there. Okay. Yeah, let me see. I have just 10 minutes left. Okay, so I'm gonna explain about the stop losses. Okay, the stop losses. How actually I set my stop loss. First of all, it depends of your style and execution, and the style and also time frame. First of all, in time frames, you need to understand something. 1 hour chart, super risky. Is let me just I'm gonna do it like this. Risk is here. Yeah. Oh my god. This is the risk, and this is the time frame. 1 hour chart is the level is from 1 to 10 is 10, super risky. Okay. 4 hour chart is around six, I will say 6. The risk, the risk. 1 day chart, 1 day chart, 1 day chart is very low. It's maybe around 4. Yeah, and weekly chart and so on. So you want to trade 4 hour and 1 hour chart, right? You need to understand you must be super strict with your losses, your risk management. It doesn't matter you take many, because as long as your losses are very small, you can manage your losses. Okay. For example, in this case, as example here, in 1 hour chart, I got stopped 2 times last week, right? And you can see it in my trading journal. So the first loss, it was here. I entered in short position here. Right? Because I know the timing is extremely important, right? The timing is extremely important. What I do to set my stop losses is very simple. I go to the previous high. In this case, the previous high is this one, yeah, and the low. And as you can see here, this is the strongest support in this area. As you can see here, if I open a short position here, yeah, I am in the last resistance in this area here, around here. You see, it is the last. After that, the next one is this one. The next one is this one. You see, but after that there is nothing. There is nothing. So when I saw this signal here, okay, this is the area of resistance in the short term. Okay, I'm gonna open a short position around it was around 96,500, something like that. If Bitcoin in this case breaks to the upside, yeah, where is the next area of confluence? Very, very small here is this one, right? So my stop loss should be around here. Usually I use the volume profile as a indicator to set my stop losses. Or if I don't have a volume profile, I use a price action, and it's a little bit more difficult, but you have to identify the confluence in the chart. In this case, this is the area I want to short. This is technically resistance, right here, and the next area of confluence is this one around here. So if Bitcoin, in this case, I am in short here. And Bitcoin just pump, my stop loss is around here in the next area of confluence. You see? That's why I get stop it here from 96 to 98, 97,500, something like that. By doing that, you will, of course, if your position is very big, you will see massive losses, because here is that, for example, it's just only 1%, you see? But think about this. It's just 1 hour chart. It's only 1%. I'm not saying you have to set you have to use 1% all the time. Actually, it's a big mistake. When I read books about you have to set 2% loss all the time. No, actually no. It depends of the time frame you are trading. It depends of the confluence. It depends of your goals. In this case, because it's 1 hour chart, it's short term, maximum 4 hours in the market. If I don't see the result, buy. I don't see it. I will just close my position even in loss. Yeah, because if I don't do that, Well, my loss is gonna be super, super expensive, you see? Yeah, because people want to keep the loss open because they are hoping it's gonna reverse in some point. But that is not true. As soon as you're in loss and is actually is matching the criteria you set, in this case here, I said, my stop loss is here. If Bitcoin in this case hit this area, I will just close my position. It doesn't matter what. Yeah, that's all. It's the only thing I do. Now, in 4-hour chart, for example, we apply the same principles. For example, here in 4-hour chart. In 4-hour chart, I open in the second time I got stopped was here, around here. When I open a short position here, around 100K, 101,000 or something like that. Yeah. I did exactly the same thing, the same technique with confluence. So I open my short here, and what is the confluence? The resistance is here. All this is resistance. You see, this is the confluence. So if Bitcoin is my sell signal is here, right? In this case, I didn't have this indicator. I was trading with loss. Like I didn't see the volume clearly. Like now I can see it actually. That's why I will avoid this kind of setups, because here it's telling me the volume is super good. This is something I shouldn't follow a curve, right? It was my mistake, but in this before I didn't have this information. So I set my stop loss above the next confluence of the next area of confluence around here. So what happened? Bitcoin actually, I was in profit here. I was expecting maybe another test to maybe 95, 96. Yep. And after that, what happened? Bitcoin just bounced here. In this case, I lost a trade as well, but very, very, very small loss. Yeah, 1%, something like that. You see here, it's around 1%, 1.20, 1.30, something like that. And I close my position. As you can see here, my losses are very, very small because the time frame actually is very small. Yeah. Now let's talk about the 1-day chart. 1-day chart here is actually very interesting here. If you want to trade 1-day chart, first of all, you cannot trade with 5x, 10x. That is actually very stupid. If you want to trade 1-day chart and this chart, at least maximum is 3x. Why? Because if you trade more than this, you are gonna get crazy. Like, oh my god, if you put maybe 20K in long position at 5x, is every percent is Bitcoin is pumping or is dropping is against your position, is gonna be multiplied by 5. So imagine every person you are gonna see the chart. Oh my god, I'm getting wrecked. I'm gonna lose a lot of money. So that's why about psychology, 3x is easier to okay, I can handle it. Well, it's up to you, right? It's up to you. But for me, 3x is no more than that in 1-day chart. Okay. In this case, with 1-day chart, is actually easier to set a stop loss. First of all, here, for example, let's do that here. Yeah, let's do that here. In the price action of March, all 2024, from March to September, right? What I was doing here is just, okay, this is the confluence, right? I am using price action here, right? The confluence, and this is the support area. Around here. Okay. When you have the confluence here, right, and you have the confluence here, well, the easiest way to do that is just, like many books said, you can set your stop loss above the price or the confluence zone. But in this case, I like to do something else. In 1-day chart, right? In 1-day chart, right? Is the only time frame. Usually I just split my positions in just not one position. I split actually my position in 3 or 4 times. For example, let me show you. I didn't explain this before because, well, I will do that in my website. For example, if Bitcoin is coming here, right? It's coming here, and is the confluence zone or the support zone here. Instead of opening just one position, right? Imagine I'm gonna put $10,000, 10K in the position, right? Instead of putting all the 10K here, I put just maybe 20%. 20%. Sorry. Here. 20% here. 20% here. If I see another test, another 20%. and I see I'm stop hunting here, the rest, maybe 40%. Mm-hmm. And actually it's working because my average price is actually much better. Mm-hmm. How actually I take losses here is very simple. This is the confluence zone. Mm-hmm. And this is the area I am willing to take. I'm willing to open more positions. Mm-hmm. Looking for a stop hunting. Okay. But if below there, Bitcoin actually in this case keep crashing, I will just close my position. Sorry, let me do that here and here. This is like, and here is the area I will just take my loss. Here is something like this. Let me change the color here. This is the area like I'm gonna use as first entry, first entry, first entry, first entry. Yep. And the second one is gonna be is this one, my tolerance. Yeah. Hmm. And here, the last one is, let me change the color here, is when I take if I take losses here. Mm-hmm. Here I take losses in this area. Okay. Here in my stop loss. So if you are gonna open a long position in one day chart because you have to wait 10 days, you have to be more flexible. In this case, because I am using a very low leverage, very low, like just 3x, I can manage this position. For example, I open my first entry here, right, as $57,000, right? Yep. And in this case, I didn't have to add more because it didn't hit the tolerance area, right? But in the second try here, I added here my first entry here. My first entry, let me change the color here. My first entry was here, but in this case actually hit the tolerance area, right? Because stop hunting, usually that happens. So I add a little bit more, maybe another 20% of my position, right? But if in this case I don't see a bounce, and why I did it here is because we have a buy signal here, right, in curve, right? That's why, okay, it's testing support, we have a buy signal here, potential bullish divergence forming here. Well, actually it's a very good thing. But in this case, if I see another leg to the downside, I will just close my position. For example, I remember very well. I opened here a long position. I won this trade. I opened a long position. I won this trade. But this one, you know what happened? I got to stop it here. Yeah. And in the second try here, this one I didn't close my position because I was looking for a bullish divergence here, and this one it was very good. Okay. But that is the way I actually how I handle my positions in 1 day chart. This is not possible in 1 hour chart because you have to be very fast. It's not possible to do that in 4 hour chart because you have to be very fast as well. But in 1 day chart, you can do that because you have maybe 2 or 3 days to manage your risk. Okay. So in this case, because my leverage is very low, I am willing to take maybe losses of maybe 5%, 6%. I know maybe sounds a lot, but in my case, I am using quantity, or my positions are amounts like actually I can manage. I don't feel like, oh my god, I lost 5k, 10k. No. So that's why it's very important. You have to test yourself how much you are willing to manage in the markets, and you don't feel like you have this stress even if you lose the trade. Okay. I hope that this is helpful. Of course, weekly chart is another thing. When you see weekly chart, you are not trader, you are investor. Okay, so you are not investor here. You're not trader here. You are investing here. Okay, that is another way of the different mindset here. Okay, I think that's all. That's all, guys. Okay, that's all for today. please, you have any questions, you can find me on my Discord. Okay, don't forget to join to the website. Yeah, and well, thank you for watching, and see you in the next live stream.